Tell you what then.
That was wonderful, wasn't it?
It was.
Roddy Frame from the album Surf. He's on the show next week, is he?
Playing live next week.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Who else is on next week? Any idea?
No idea at all.
Why would you know? You're only down as the producer. We all know Fiona
I'm
produces
not.
this show. You don't.
Fiona will tell me in my ear.
We have Paul Whitehouse and Charlie Higson with us. Couldn't be happier. Fellas, it's always a great pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hello there.
How you doing? You doing well?
Yes, thank you.
And you're back on tour with the Fast Show?
We are.
Yes.
Fantastic, because
We've just done our first week.
I need my fix of Ralph and Ted, and I'm hoping that they figure on the show.
Yeah, they do. We were going to call this tour Walking with the Fast Show now that we're officially dinosaurs, you know.
Yeah, well,
the,
you are
the young have
getting on.
moved in, we're no longer cutting edge, not like you, up here at Radio 2, right at the sharp end.
I'm edgy. But no, you're not really. You haven't moved, because there's no...
And there is
no
a
sketch
fug
shows.
in this room now, isn't there? You did contribute to it, didn't you?
Why would I lie? Why would I lie to you, of all people? Let's talk about the tour then, because you're going. It's a big commitment. How long are you on the road for now?
If we do all the dates, it would be 60 dates.
And there's a chance you won't be. Is that what you're saying?
Let's hope so, blimey.
No, we keep adding them where there's demand.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of work. I mean,
Yes.
it's a big old haul.
Yes, but it's panto, really, you know. It's
kind of
a notch up from Cinderella with Jim Davidson.
Yeah, not
we're
the-
playing sort of big stadiums, and we're a bunch of old men. Simon Day described it as a cross between Last of Summer Wine and Motley Crue.
And almost all of the favourite characters. Of course, we don't have John Thompson's not on tour with you, is he?
Oh, well, that's
No.
right. Kick a man while he's down,
I'm
won't
not
ya?
kicking Wiley down.
No,
he's
he
not on tour with you.
was meant to be filming Cold Feet, so
Right. Okay.
he was hoping to turn up when we did Manchester.
He was going to do some stuff.
He's
with
going
his
to turn up and
mates,
smash the stage up for
Well, I
us.
believe he's currently riding around, lying down in the back of a Range Rover. I think that's where he is right now.
Let's leave John alone, shall we?
I love John
Wait till the
Thompson.
mics are turned off.
John he'll be fine. He just needs a couple of weeks off
He
and he'll
does.
be fine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, John, good luck, mate.
So you're touring with the Fast Show now, and so let's get Ralph and Ted, two of my favourite characters. I mentioned them already. What do you do on stage with them? Do you do? It's not just sketches from the show, is it?
No. We've reinvented the whole thing to work as a big stage show spectacular. There's very few sort of actual sketch type things. So we've sort of Ted and Ralph, for instance, because Ralph is a sort of bloke who'd like musicals.
Did you see what we're saying?
I think we know.
We do it. They sing a musical love duet.
Fantastic. And who writes that? Who's written that for you? Do you do it yourself? Because I know some of the sketches were written by Graham Linehan.
They used to be, yeah, but before they all went off and became more famous. No, we wrote that one ourselves with music by Mr. Philip Pope.
So that must be fun for you to be getting back and doing that, isn't it?
It is actually. No, it is great fun, and we run around like fools backstage, you know, and we are slightly too old for it. But it is great, and so
You keep
far
saying that, but no one would have noticed that until you drew that. You keep mentioning
I know, you
that.
see, he keeps going, but, you know,
Paul,
see me and my...
Paul, we know, went through the midlife crisis.
Yeah, mine's yet to hit, but
Yeah, you're okay.
it's pretty close.
I don't think
It's hovering.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
But, you know, I still look good in a pair
of.
of silver hot pants
Well,
as
when
Mickey
you first
Disco.
came in, I thought it was Graham Norton. That's it. I thought it was Graham Norton.
You're obsessed with Graham Norton,
I thought my
mate.
luck was in. I've only got the one picture above my bed of him, okay? But you know, because I think you have gone through a bit of a midlife crisis. I feel because you're writing about it, you're talking about it, it's on your mind. Whereas Charlie, I don't think you're deep enough to go through one. I think you're safe.
That's very kind of you.
I think I'm the shallow one.
You know, if I ever need any advice, I'll come to you.
Yeah, I know, and I know you will. But it must be fun being on
It's
the road.
good. I've run screaming from my midlife crisis back to the far side. You know what I mean? All that middle-aged angst goes out the window because I can put a wig on and go arse. You know, it's
a good thing.
Joy.
It's cathartic.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the Fast Show, obviously, by its very nature, was pretty fast-moving. It wasn't that fast-moving. in
No,
actual fact,
right.
But it was fast-moving. On stage, you have to whiz them around. I mean,
It's still pretty fast moving. We get through a lot of characters in a night.
Yes.
Because, I mean, the audience don't want, you know... They're not exactly like train spotters just waiting for the next catchphrase, but they obviously like to see someone new popping up.
And which are the ones that really...
We don't disappoint them by staying on for very long.
That's what, yes, that was well put.
But you see, Paul, once again, he's bringing us down there. He's being
you know,
too
I mean,
negative and honest
No,
about it.
Charlie was being negative.
We're all playing about sort of 12, 13 characters each.
Right, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, so it's a
And
packed
you've got to
show.
be careful sometimes, haven't you, Charlie? Because I've noticed Ralph turning into Swiss Tony the other day.
Yeah,
Just slightly.
I wouldn't know about that, sir, but pretty soon you'll be making love to a beautiful woman.
there must be a chance of that. Are the girls on
What,
tour?
Charlie?
As well? You've got Arabella.
We've got Arabella Weir with us, yes. And
That's nice that you went from making love to a beautiful woman to Arabella.
It was immediate in a way. Arabella is a beautiful woman. I think.
She is.
Oh. And we've got a couple of dancing girls as well for the more shallow members of the audience.
In fact, they disco chic they are. You
Yes.
love it.
Disco sheep, I'm aware.
Sheep bikinis.
Well, it's Channel 9, and Channel 9 always
Sculpture.
liked a bit of glamour.
I think that got... You know when I used to watch the show, and I used to think, here we've got Channel 9 coming on, and it was very, very funny.
The sneak chance of breast
but
nudity.
I used to think,
that's what
I know what this is. Partly, okay, you've observed something, and you're satirically mocking it, and it's fine. Part of it is you're
It's
two
just
blokes
Benny
who
Hill.
like having scantily clad, beautiful young dancers around the studio.
Well, you know, it doesn't harm a show to have a bit of sexiness in it, and we can't provide all of that ourselves.
No, it's a big burden.
We're to talk to each other, and we were just musing on this new programme coming out on BBC. What is it? Touching Velvet.
Tipping the Velvet.
Touching Velvet.
It's the new Lesbo show.
Yeah, you'll love that, won't you?
No, I will not. And you know why? I'm deeper than that. I saw a trailer the night. I tell you, I didn't think it looked that good. There was one moment on the trailer I saw where the girl turned to another fellow in the room, and there was a young lady dressed up, and she went, "Isn't she a right old Bobby Dazzler?" And I thought, I hope there's a little bit more going on the script than that. It looked like
That's my new character gone then, my new catchphrase. I was hoping that one would catch on.
Now, you see, you've got to mind the language. You see, he's a commoner. You see what he's
No,
doing?
no, I'm just trying hard to be common.
No, he's a, you've grown refined with success, whereas Paul, if anything, has clung to his... it's like having a Millwall
Look,
fan
I
in
try,
there.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
I try and read books. I really do these days.
Happiness was a big success for you, deservedly so.
You mocked it, though.
Of course, only at the
that's
Comedy
fair
Awards. You
enough.
mock everything at the Comedy Awards. You can't come in and be defensive about that. What do you think I do at the Comedy Awards? Come out and say, I'm making jokes about everyone apart from your show. Because you're special.
Bring it on. Of course I want that.
It's going to be a good year this year. I think Angus is already going into hiding in advance.
you'll be doing all the presenting jobs, won't you?
I hope. Well, apparently...
Well, Evans is out of the way now, isn't he? You know
It's
what I
going to
mean?
rename itself Ross 1.
But I do think you are special, you see.
Let's let that hang in the air for a
Yeah,
minute.
just like one of your... What you did earlier, you know what I'm talking
When you
about.
go out-
They hang in the bloody air, don't
Before
they?
Dolly comes in, can you say he's very special? Not like in a needs kind of way. No. Because she'll have worked that out for herself. Do you fear the ravages of age, Paul? Because you've talked about it quite a lot.
Not anymore.
Because you're wiry. I can't see... I think you'll be okay. I think
well, you know, I eat fruit these days before I eat my meal. I've learned this trick.
That's actually quite depressing.
I know it's sad.
I can imagine you...
But
sitting
I
at a
do
little
also,
cafe.
you'll enjoy this, I do have a kind of sleazy little cigar every day.
I like... Well, a small cigar.
Yes, just a little...
Like a sort of... Like a trigger sort of thing.
And kids, if you're listening... Take it up, it's great. And kids don't listen to
But
me.
just make sure
it gives you a
make
great
sure
buzz,
you
doesn't it?
steal them. Don't buy them, steal them.
Ross, we're combining forces to steal tobacco and smoke at children.
Best of all, steal them from the elderly. I think we've covered every base.
Yeah.
Shall we start counting the complaints now, or should we not worry about it this week? Let's have another track. What kind of? I know you both are into popular music in a fairly hip and trendy way. What do you like?
How long are we allowed?
Oh, you can have one.
We
track.
just met Elmer Bernstein.
Wow.
Yes.
He's amazing. You don't need to put a track on, we'll just sing the Magnificent Seven.
But do you do that at karaoke nights? Everyone else is doing Britney Spears. You go, I'm going to do the theme for the Magnificent
That's
Seven.
half the Fast Show Live, mate. That is.
I'll do some Ennio Morricone, you do some Bernstein.
Well, I wouldn't mind God Only Knows. Or
All
Beach
right,
Boys.
let's have that. God, he knows the great
That's
Brian
all you
Wilson.
offered me was one Beach Boys.
No, there's loads of albums.
All right,
Look,
well,
I've got...
keep going.
Well,
then.
put the Beach Boys on.
Beach
All
Boys
right,
is great.
Get them on.
Well, you can choose the next track as well. While we put the Beach Boys on, you can choose the next track, and this is almost like a sort of a whole new format of the show. Little idea here.
What track number is it?
God Only Knows is track number... Oh, it's number 7 on that, and this is from the Beach Boys classics. These were the ones that were selected personally by Brian Wilson for inclusion on this album.
How on earth did he manage that?
Yeah, he didn't remember recording half of them. For many of them, it was the first time he thought he'd heard them.
Here we
This
go.
guy's great!
Here we go.
Well, I suppose that'll be good. The Fast Show on tour at the moment. The Fast Show Live 2002. Paul and Charlie. There's Arabella Weir. There's Simon Day. It's all... And Mark Williams as well, of course.
yeah.
Mark Williams. All onto all over the place. It's already started, I noticed here. Where are we? It's the second... Is it the second today?
We've done 1 week.
It's the 5th today, isn't it? Of
Yes.
course. So,
Sheffield this
so next week is all Sheffield
And then
on
Scotland.
7th, 8th and 9th. Then Glasgow, Aberdeen, a few nights in Manchester. So we get down to Manchester. There's 4 nights in Manchester. You're also doing 4 nights in Nottingham. I mean, you really are. You're going all over the place, aren't you?
Yep, Hammersmith.
Newcastle,
twice, I think.
When are you doing Hammersmith? Because I'm going to come and see you. You're doing Hammersmith throughout
Hammersmith
November.
in November, and but I think they might already be
Probably
sold
coming
out.
back in
I think,
December
or
to do
close
some
and then
more.
we're going to coming back in December.
More
So
in
there's-
December.
There's many tickets.
I will come and see him in December, I think.
Good man.
And you know what I'd like to do? Can I come on stage?
Well, we
Yeah.
love you too. As
Can I
long
come
as you
on stage?
don't
I'll do-
produce
There
your
is
own
one bit
fun
where we need
and
a
leave
minor
any fun
celebrity.
behind.
I've decided I'm going to start doing character stuff. I've decided.
Fantastic, yeah.
I've got this Camp German I've been working on.
Yeah, that would be
What was
great.
it one? It's a right Bobby Dazzler.
You could open the show for us.
Bob.
No, that's my
catchphrase,
that's my
isn't it?
Cockney character.
Wait,
right,
what's
yeah.
your catchphrase for your Camp German character?
Oh, sehr good. Hast du das so eine? Oh, das
I like him.
Das ist sehr gut. And the other one is, oh, das ist verboten. You see, that's all right.
Surely
isn't it?
nothing's
Just got to
verboten
come
in the
out,
world.
do a little bit of that. I'll be wearing leather. I might be riding. You know, I'd like to come
You
out.
can open the show, because I've heard that you went down a storm at the Peter Cook benefit.
We killed them. We were so good that they forgot. They decided against the usual applause and greeted us with a kind of silent awe.
I know that, yeah.
It was
I
like,
know that.
this is so good, we don't want to diminish this by clapping. And they treasured the moment,
Yeah,
took it home.
You could support us then.
I will come
That'd
out
be
and I
lovely.
will do, I've got a good 2-3 minutes.
Well, you can open the show. We need an opener.
You know what, I'm quite tempted. Just for the experience. But, you know, it wouldn't do you any favours. Guys, thanks for coming. I'm going to have to get
Hey,
rid of you
pleasure.
because we've got Dolly Parton right now, and let's face it, given the choice,
Yeah. All right,
you know.
we realise.
I don't even need to
No,
finish
we're
that
gone.
sentence.
No, we're already
Look,
going towards the
moving,
door
I
now.
will see you later. It's the Harvester, Golders Green. Look out for Gaz from Supergrass. He's holding the table. Okay? Take care. Paul and Charlie are leaving the building. We've got Dolly Parton coming up after this.